Well, welcome back to the channel. Today we're out doing some photography. Um, I've got some birds and stuff here that are flying around, and you can hear a blue jay there off in the distance. So my local photography club, I'm actually what they call the challenges coordinator, and so every month it's my job to come up with a challenge. And so of course this time of year in the winter time can be a little bit more challenging, obviously, just with the weather that we have here. But I came up with 3 challenges for the course of the winter. The first one was called Slices of Light. So basically that's where light either added or taken away from the photo really causes drama or affects the photo in a certain way. The other challenge that we have going on is minimalism, which this time of year is absolutely perfect for minimalism, especially with all this white snow. We still have some snow left, but with this white snow, the minimalism challenge is really good, because that white blanket of snow gives you something like a backdrop outside to photograph against. And the third challenge was wildlife, which I've managed to get lots of this winter. It was good to get out and get some good shots of some owls and eagles and that kind of thing. So yeah, today we're just out. We're on a walk on a trail here, and we're just going to see what we can find. Maybe we can knock off a photo for each one of these challenges today. Let's just find out. Alright, so we haven't had to go too far, and I found this little oak tree, little tiny oak tree here, probably, I don't know, probably a little less than 5 or 6 years old. And of course these oaks, they keep their leaves for the winter. They don't lose their leaves until the spring, when the new leaves push them off. Most of them anyway. Sometimes you get wind and stuff and it'll cause them to lose them, but it's easy to find an oak in the winter time because they usually still have their leaves on them. So we got one here. This one I think might work, we'll see, for the Slices of Light challenge, just because it's backlit and I've got a little bit of sun coming through and just kind of poking through on these leaves, and kind of makes for an interesting sort of abstract, whereas if you didn't have the light, especially where we got some of them where there's 2 stuck together, you've got dark and light on the same leaf, and if you didn't have that sunlight coming through, it would be just a picture of a boring leaf. So we'll see what we can get here. Yeah, so I'm happy with that. Got 2 or 3 images there, a couple of different leaves, so we'll take those back to the drawing board and edit them up and see how they turn out. Okay, so we walked a little further into the bush here and a little further down the trail. As for getting a minimalism photo, It's a little bit tricky in this kind of wooded area because it's very busy. Everything's kind of going every different way. But every now and again you can walk along, and I think the camera can pick that up. But right here we've got a little elm leaf actually, which is good to see. Don't have too many elms left actually, so obviously there's one fairly close by here. But with the, like I said before, with the white snow makes a perfect backdrop. So when you're looking for something minimalistic, sometimes it doesn't have to be a great big wide field with a single tree in it. Sometimes it can be a macro shot. Something as simple as this leaf just lightly sunk into the snow. And yeah, it's just the two colors, just the light brown and the white. So we're going to snap a photo of this, and you'll get to see it in the video. Yeah, hopefully that one turns out good. If it does, you'll see it in the video. But yeah, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. That's the point of minimalism. The point of minimalism is just taking something so simple and turning it into a nice clean photograph. I'm happy with that. Okay, we've come along a little further now, and we're in a spot where there seems to be quite a bit of wildlife actually. I'm hoping that I can stay still enough to get some to come in close by. I just seen a little weasel running off in the bush over here, and all kinds of chickadees. I can hear the chickadees everywhere. Maybe if I stand still enough long enough we can get one to come in close enough and we can get a photo of it. I hear some blue jays, but they don't typically get too close to you unless you get birdseed. But the chickadees will suffice. It's wildlife, so we'll see if we can get a shot of one. So of course, now that I've given my little spiel about all these birds around here, they've all disappeared. Maybe I should have brought a pocket of birdseed with me. Anyway, we'll keep walking down the trail here and see what else we see. Okay, so this photo doesn't fit into the challenge that we're doing. However, that doesn't matter. I mean, we're just out taking photos today, so whether it's for the challenge or not, it's just nice to get out and do some photography. Behind me here, there's a whole pile of trees that have lichen growing on them. And you can see there's green blotches all over all these trees in here. So I'm going to try to get a photo and see, maybe, we'll see if it turns out. If this photo doesn't turn out, it won't be in the video, so you'll know. But yeah, I'm going to try to get a photo of all these trees with that darker background and try to see if I can't do something with that green lichen to kind of make it pop out a little bit. Of course, the other thing that's challenging today, I probably should have brought more than just my 55-200 lens. But you know what? Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes it's good to challenge yourself. So I've only brought the one lens today. Thinking I was going to maybe take photos of birds and stuff. I didn't want to carry too much gear. I'm already carrying the video camera and everything, so and tripod for it. So just brought the one lens. So that's going to make this composition a little more challenging. But what the heck, we'll try it anyway and see what comes out. That's kind of neat. I actually kind of like the way that turned out, even though I haven't got the right lens on. Sometimes a mistake works into something good. So yeah, I think the vertical composition I took was better than the horizontal. But yeah, I got some of the trees back in the background there out of focus, so I got good depth of field. So we'll see how that one turned out. Okay, so we are home. Made it back, no problems. Like I said, we were only a couple of kilometers away from home, so didn't travel too far. You know, I find out sometimes some of the best shots and photos I take are right in almost in my own backyard, so you don't have to go very far to get out and do photography. You can do it right in your backyard, literally, if you want to. So yeah, nice little hike today. The weather was nice. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, so I wanted to get out this morning and get this going and get back before it started raining. It's you know, I don't know, +5 or 6 out today, so not too bad. Able to wear a spring coat, which is nice. yeah, all in all was a good time. Got some good shots, I think. We'll see. I'll have them up in the video here. The big thing I wanted to express is that if you're new to the channel, if you're just watching this for the first time, please subscribe. Click on the bell so that you get updates as to when we put new videos up. And if you are watching this and you've watched all the way to the end, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Bye for now.